Hello, hello. What's up? Here we go. Hello, hello. Can you hear me? Hello. All right. Mm-mm-mm. All right, everybody. Welcome. We are going to start a brand new profile with American Truck Simulator and a real economy mod. So let's go over the beginning of this. I've already tested to make sure it works. Here is the mods that I'll be using. This background, a couple of sound patches, and then the important one, GDC logistics. We'll be doing a real company and realistic fines with no headlights, and this route advisor. There's another route advisor one that I have in here. Oh, this one, which is also very good. I like this one that I'm using puts this up at the top, so we're gonna run with that. All right, so let's get into this. Let's get a brand new game running with the 1.49 patch. I am using. Get this truck started. Might be too much. Let's adjust that. I forgot to. So I don't mind a little bit of this. We'll try half that amount and see how that goes. So for my setup, I'm using a Logitech G29 PlayStation Edition. And I have the pedals and I have the shifter. And then I have an Amazon truck style shift knob. I don't remember the brand name or anything. It's just some generic Chinese thing. Got the range switch in the front and a thumb toggle switch on the side for splitting, and then a little button that I assign the engine brake. The purpose of this profile is going to be the real economy mod, obviously. But I have a plan for getting my own truck and doing the owner operator thing. And the goal is to get like an old beat up truck and drive that for a while, slowly restoring it. And hopefully get to upgrade my garage in the future and add some drivers, which I imagine that's going to take a while with this real economy. So, without further ado, let's get rolling on this first mission. Yeah, that's a little better. I don't know what transmission's in this truck, so bear with me. I'm hoping it's I have it set for an 18 speed, but I don't know if that's what's really in the truck. Sorry, make an adjustment. There we have it. $35. Man, we're going to be close to getting our own truck in no time. And here is our garage, Salt Lake City. So as it stands right now, I can get a loan already for $100,000. Which, with my concept of this real economy mod and my little profile here, I kind of have like a tiny bit of a RPG element to it. My guy is going to find an old used truck that somebody is selling pretty cheap and do whatever it takes just to get it to run, essentially. And I already know what that truck is going to be. And if you caught it in the beginning, then you know what it is too. I had to go do some heavy modding, not heavy, but some tweaking to files to make it possible to do what I'm going to do. Excuse me. Let's do one job first, and then I'm going to just jump right into that truck because I just want to play with that truck. It's really what this is about. I want to get that truck in this particular old, beat-up condition and go through the process of updating it. Let's see, what do we want to drive? I don't really care about the load, or I guess money is important. Moab? $283 and go to Moab? Yeah. Volvo it is. All right, let's start her up. Button. It's a nice little truck. I can't see my GPS. That should work right there. I'll take that, and because of that, let's go that route. Okay, let's get a little overview where we're headed, down to Moab. Heading out of this place, wrap around, go down south. That's technically would be like Bangerter Highway in Utah. Get on the 15. Head down to Spanish Fork. Across Spanish Fork Canyon. Yeah, all right. We got 11 hours to get there. Trip's only going to take 4.5, so I don't even need to worry about stopping. I don't need to sleep. I don't need fuel. We are good to just head straight out on this. We'll turn our lights on just cause. Oh, I forgot to look what kind of... let's look around. This is an automatic. So, let's go play automatic. Go real automatic. triples. I forgot to look at my load. There we go. Got a little flat top Volvo. And of course it wants me to do a nice right turn out of here with triples. I forgot I was in automatic. I was just pushing the clutch. Nobody coming. We are clear. Sorry if my moving around the cabin is a little much with the mouse. It's not the easiest thing to make that nice and smooth for other people. Like for me, it's probably not as bad because I kind of know what I'm doing. So I had a super interesting thing happen to me playing European Truck Simulator, which I'm not sure if that function is in this game or not. It was raining in that game, and I started losing control of the truck and sliding all over the place and having to correct and try to catch it. And I think I ended up doing it 2 or 3 times. It was hilarious for me and very unexpected. Wait for that guy to get out of here. I've never had that happen in this American Truck Simulator, and I'm not sure if it does that, or I've just been lucky or what. I don't know. If you guys know anything about that, let me know. About rain and traction and between the 2 games, how they work, how they're different, I don't know. So we are heading to one of my favorite cities in real life. I absolutely love Moab. I used to have a job where I would travel down to Moab every now and again. And quite enjoyed when I got to. And the job was not truck driving, even though we did drive some like Ford F-350s, pulling trailers and stuff for all our gear. But that job was a tower climber, cell phone towers and stuff. And did cell phone towers all over Utah and parts of Idaho. And that was a pretty interesting job. Got to travel all over. See every corner of Utah, mountain peaks, out in the deserty areas. And Moab was one of my favorite places. That, and I would say the Uinta Mountains, probably my next favorite. Is this guy gonna let me over? What is that beeping? Is that blind spot beeping? We'll wait. Maybe I can get a jump on this guy, can I? Oh. Can't look at him. You want to race, buddy? Think he's going to win. So that's what I get for trying to race with triples. Alright, you guys, I got to get over. They just don't care. Oh, that blind spot beeping is not the funnest to listen to. Oh, I'm excited to get my truck and do the whole project. That's what I'm really looking forward to in this game. What is he doing? Come on, buddy. What you doing? You okay? Well, I don't want to sit there all day. Not really sure what that... Oh. He just was afraid to pull up to the light, I guess, or the line. Had to stay back. Maybe there were some invisibly coded cars or truck in front of him. Fuel economy, oil, air, trip meter. I like the dash on these Volvos. Texting and driving. What's in the road? Did you see that? There's something in the road. Must have been like a box. Somebody dropped a box. Sorry about that. Alright. Already down to Spanish Fork. Man, that's fast. I just left Salt Lake. Already down here. Yeah, I know. I know there's people there. Look at those triples going back there. Oh. Man. This truck didn't want to start. Heavy triples. Down there to the right, I have gone there, played around in that water and splash pad and playground. Looks a little different than it's showing there, but same concept. And when I was a young lad, I worked at that place here in Spanish Fork, right there, which is not really a McDonald's. It is a Burger King, or was. And I used to work there. So crazy to just drive through this stuff in this game. When I used to live there. Oh, really, guy? This is a slow pull. Glad we don't have too far to go. I have to remember, try and follow traffic rules and play this properly, because I get a little carried away in my other profile sometimes of blasting through red lights and crashing into cars and speeding and just doing whatever I want, running amok, playing it like it's Grand Theft Auto without the guns. Wouldn't that be something in this game if I could just pull out a rocket launcher and blast the cars in front of me and keep going? When I worked with that tower company, we almost got a contract for those windmills to do some of the cabling inside of them. But got outbid, I think, or something. Coming over. Let's do a little external view. I really like, gets a little loud, but gotta check out external every once in a while. It's a big enjoyment I get out of this game is all the visual stuff, the big trucks. Yeah, this is gonna be a long trip. Alright, everybody, I'll move over, don't worry. Got the biggest line of cars behind me. And they don't. Go around me. There we go. Do it. They weren't fast enough. Oh, maybe that guy was just being nice and getting over and blocking anybody from preventing me from getting over in time. That's what he was doing, I'm sure. He's a fellow trucker or knows a trucker or something, so he was just helping out. Soldier Summit. Already at Soldier Summit. What happened to Thistle? I think that would be something that would be cool if they would have shown in this. Although it's changed significantly from when I was a kid to nowadays when you drive through there and you drive by Thistle. Through Thistle. If you don't know, Thistle was an old town north of Soldier Summit that there was like a landslide in the mountains that basically just wiped out the whole town. I don't remember what year it was. It was way before I was born. But as I was a kid growing up, you drive by there, you could see all the old, the ruins essentially. I can bypass. Excellent. Sorry if you can hear my kids in the background. go see houses from that thistle that half buried in the ground. There were ruins there for a long, long time. And finally, I think they came and demolished it all and cleaned up a lot of the land and put like some parks in there. And yeah, there still were some in certain places, but not along this main highway that you can see. You had to go down in there and cut off on a different highway somewhere that went, I think, let's see, I think west. Down to Price. And 10 minutes from Salt Lake City to Price. It's pretty awesome. Salt Lake City to Spanish Fork is like 30-45 minutes depending on where to where. Spanish Fork to Price is like another 30-45 minutes. So you get close to 2 hours from Salt Lake City to Price. Hour and a half, 2 hours. I think you look at about 3.5 to 4.5 from Salt Lake City down to Moab. Maybe 3. I don't remember exactly. It's been a while. You know, I think as soon as we drop this off, we head back to our home garage. I think I'm going to take the loan out and we're going to start this journey with our very own truck. And I am excited to buy this truck and run it in the condition it's going to be in. This will be interesting. I have yet to watch anybody run this particular truck in the condition that it's going to be in when I buy it. So for that purpose, it's the whole role-playing concept. You know, my guy's out scouring used truck marketplaces, working for companies and hitting the road, and maybe find some farmer or some guy who's got an old one sitting in a garage or a barn that's just wasting away, that he's willing to give away for pennies, and is going to need a little bit of restoration. Right? Not just obvious, it's going to need a lot of restoration to get it pristine. But you know, my role-playing imagination is taking it to the truck barely runs. I've got to, you know, bring it to a shop and get some, you know, an engine rebuild, maybe a transmission rebuild, maybe a new engine, like an old used one that's actually running. We'll go into some more detail with what I've done, what I had to go through to make that truck doable for this concept that I want to do. Because that truck is, the mod is very high priced in the game. And I don't think it should be that high a price. I actually started doing a little bit of research and looking for that particular truck online used. And you can buy that truck. There are ones for sale. And they run anywhere from, I think, 20 and 30,000. I saw some all the way up to 220. I think was the most expensive one I saw. Oh, sorry. Ugh. But the average price seemed to be around 50 to 60, and they were in pretty nice condition. Functioning engines, nice paint jobs, kept up or restored or whatever for interior and paint and body and everything. So my thought is, if you get a nice one restored or running in good condition for around 60,000, then you should be able to get a beat up one for fairly cheap. 10, 20 grand, I'm kind of thinking. Yeah, we'll go into more detail with that, because I'm going to get that loan and start rolling with it right after this job. So let's get through this job. Oh. Where are you going? I like the color of your truck, buddy. We are twins. We are the Volvo twins. Minus color. And I got a flat top. Ooh, can't wait to finish this and get that truck. I can't wait. It's one of my favorite trucks. I like so many of them. I mean, to say my favorite is a bold statement, but it really is one of my favorite trucks. And I know I'm not the only one, because that's why there's a mod for it. It is obviously the favorite of many people, I think. Especially older people. Not that I'm old. But I am becoming a fan of the newer trucks. I think a new Freightliner Cascadia looks really good. My boy in there yelling. I wonder if it's being picked up by the microphone. It probably is. I can't imagine that it wouldn't be. Colorado River. Realized I hugged that corner a little close. I'm glad I didn't rub a trailer. Oh, I'm speeding. Going to Moab, and we're going left up here, but I'm going to stay in this lane, because I think, if I remember correctly, that this this town can get a little hectic with traffic. But maybe that was with the traffic mod, I don't know. And that it seemed to be more hectic on the left lane because people wanted to turn left, and they would just sit there, and then the left lane would back up. But it doesn't look like it's getting that way right now, so actually looks, oh, don't run the lights. When I started my first real mod, oh my gosh, those fines were killing me. I think I initially, you start off with your $1,500 with this mod, and I think in the first, I don't remember how many deliveries I did, maybe 10, a dozen. I made around $3,000 total, and I saw like 500 of it, something along those lines, something ridiculous. Did I just Oh! Shoot. Didn't. Whoops. Sorry. Didn't even see him. Hit and run. It's alright. My employer will take care of that. Well, I pay for it, but I had $1,500. I don't anymore. Man, what a dummy. And that dummy is me, not him. Thought I was totally clear. Thought it was. Oh well. You know what? I'm gonna pretend that the truck I bought I found down here in Moab doing this delivery. That while we were down here in Moab, I spent a day or so and tracked down a truck that I found on some marketplace. And the guy was selling cheap. Sounds like a good idea. Shut down. Whatever. Didn't want to stop. Hey, I made my money back that I just lost with that car accident. And a little bit. So made like $100. Okay. Oh, what are we going for first? You know, in the real economy mod, fuel economy becomes very important. That is awesome. And when money is important and crucial, this is an important one. But for the sake of role playing, I am not going to pick it yet because the truck that I'm going to get is not going to have good fuel economy. So I'm going to go for a distance that makes the most sense to me. Yep, that's what we're doing. Okay. Well, if you've hung in this far, or if you're just tuning in, we are playing episode 1 of American Truck Simulator Real Economy Mod. And I'm about to take a bank loan and buy my first truck under the pretense of a role-playing concept of my guy has found an old beat-up used car or used truck for pretty cheap. So let's get rolling with that. Yes, I'm taking this. Boom. Now, I just took 100,000, and this is enough to get my truck. I'll get into that in a minute. Oh no. Oh no. I'm going to have to do... I'm going to have to do another job and find a dealer. Well, I know where one is. So, well, let me take that back. We're not doing a job or buying the truck just yet. Twin Falls, Idaho. That's a short one. That's short too. Pocatello. What's the shortest one? Route length. Is that the shortest? So what, at 181? Yeah, look, they're all getting longer. So Pocatello's the shortest. Let's what do we got? A light one. Let's do this. Oh, that pays more though. That pays more. That's significantly more. I'm doing that. All right. We got to do one more job. And then let's take a look at our load. Just one trailer this time. Great. Yeah, see, look at that truck. I think that truck looks fantastic. That's kind of the more slimmed down version, though. Oh, we don't have GPS in here. What is going on? Alright. That up, because mirrors kind of suck. And off we go. Yeah. Oh, yeah. It's way faster than the last truck. Don't forget those lights. Alright, I gotta swing by that dealer. So it unlocks it so that I can actually access the mod dealer. We are going to go this way. So you can see it up there on the map. Did you hear that? Oh my gosh, this thing is grinding gears, and it's an automatic. That's pretty crazy. Oh, green light. Coming out wide. There's the dealer. I wonder if I have to kind of cut up in it, or there we go. Got it. Volvo dealer found. So now I can go access the mod dealer as soon as we finish this delivery. So that's not too bad. Could have had it done if I would have gone to that one first. I didn't even think about that. I did not realize that if you hadn't found a dealer yet, you couldn't even go to the mod one. At a grayed out truck dealership. Makes sense now, but off to Pocatello. This will be a quick trip. So my new truck is going to have a cliche name. What we'll call it. But it'll be fitting. This thing needs some transmission work. I better tell the company. Either radio it in or something. Talk to dispatch. I'm gonna have to let them know that the transmission's grinding. Gear shifting's not so smooth. So this truck can get serviced before anyone else goes out in it. ends up getting stranded. Hopefully it holds out for me. It sounds bad. Look at those mountains. Just look at them. Woo. Coming in hot. Yeah. Oh, 70. We can do 70. Let's do 70. I mean, we're almost to Pocatello already. We're like 10 minutes out. And then it's new old truck time. A bucket of bolts. I spent my morning learning and trial and error, getting into... Yeah, we'll go ahead and talk about that now. So the truck that I'm going to get is quite expensive, especially considering what it is, and especially after doing a little bit of digging, research, to find out the real cost of getting a truck like that. It's the price of brand new trucks, and it just didn't make any sense. And especially considering what that truck has to offer for a couple of the conditions you can get it in. It just doesn't make sense, especially in the role-playing side of it. So I learned how to use a couple other programs, like a file zip unpacking program, and I got that Notepad++, so that I could edit and read the files. The SII files, I think they are. Whatever. I'm not really sure. I'm not a coder, I'm not a programmer, I'm not, I can turn on computers and run programs and stuff, but definitely don't know anything about coding. But it was kind of fun to dig into that. And the hardest part was I finally got all figured out how to do the programs, how to get into that file and look at that file. Is this where I need to turn? Yes, it is. Pocatello. I finally figured it out, found out where to go, found all the subfolders and everything I needed to go into. And I spent a long time looking for like a file that had the truck price. Well, there isn't a file that has the truck price. There are files that have prices for all the different components, such as the chassis and the cabin and your interior. So all the categories that when you go to buy a truck and you go to customize it and you go into each category, each one of those is priced different, and it adds them all up and gives you a total price of the truck. So I spent quite a bit of time kind of looking for something that didn't exist. Finally figured it out. Did a couple test changes and couldn't figure out how to save it and take that edited note and put it back into the file, saved, converted, whatever. Finally, I figured that out. It took me, I don't know, not a terribly long time, 20 minutes or something. I actually went about it kind of a weird way and was like doing a save as, and I made another folder and would put this thing in the folder, and then I thought I was importing that file into the space to like replace the one, but finally figured out that after I hit the save button and I just closed out the note ++, it automatically said, there's been a change to this. Do you want to make the update or whatever? Use the new thing. Just say yes, and it's done. So you just open up the file, make the change, hit save, close it out, it's good, and then hit yes. Hello, Ducky. My dog is here. Is he showing up on camera? I don't think so. Ducky! There he is. Hello, buddy. Yes, licking. Stop it. Is it dinner time for you? Get off. No, come on. You're gonna make me crash, man. What? Is it dinner time? Is that what you want? Go ask your brothers. Or mom. Come on. Get down. Dogs do not adapt very well to time change. And he is an hour ahead with his normal time to eat after time change that we just had. And it's been however long it's been, almost a month or whatever, and he's still like an hour ahead with eating. So anyways, back to the truck. So I had to go in and edit a whole bunch of files to bring the price of that truck down. But what's cool versus like the truck having a governing price and you have all these different things is I adjusted the price of very particular files that put this truck in a very particular condition. So all the other ones I didn't mess with. I can bypass again. Yay! Oh, we're gonna crash. So I think that was a cool way to go about it. I'm glad it had it all separate, and it makes more sense to me to have a truck that, you know, in pristine condition and fancy add-ons is expensive, and then a truck that is in subpar condition is cheaper. So that's kind of what this is an old used truck, and it's cheap. It's still a little more than I think it should be, and the whole restoration process will be much more than what I think it should be. Man, I'm so bad at judging these sometimes. I think I need to go a little further. I just about missed this one. And my chair keeps sliding back. Let's have a look. Coming. Off we go. That's always a little game there. Try to recenter as close to press a button on my steering wheel to like center my interior camera, and I use the mouse to look around. And every time I look around with the mouse, I always try to bring it back to like this center point, and then I hit the circle and see how close I was. Silly little game. Idaho State University. Okay, we're going to be turning left up here, so I'm going to go ahead and start scooching over. You know, I can't wait for the future for my future with this game, because I plan on doing a triple screen setup. I really want to do that. I just went for the clutch again. Probably doesn't help that my real car, my main daily driver, is a manual. Don't even have sheets. Hey, what's up? You want a race? Don't even look at me. Nothing. Oop. There we go. There we go. So going through with that truck that we're going to go buy, going through all those files and trying to pick the price was a little bit daunting. I kind of just threw a number out there. I was like, oh, that kind of makes sense. But as I go through each individual thing, some of it doesn't make sense. Like I ended up, the steering wheel for that particular condition is very cheap. But then the shifter I had, you know, the steering wheel was like $50. And then I put the shifter at like 100 or 150. It wasn't quite consistent or whatever, but it gets the whole main concept across and brings it to a reasonable. I didn't edit an engine, mainly because I decided to pick an engine that's not part of that mod, and I didn't want to go in and start messing with that one, start changing that, and get in a habit of changing mods and prices when I want to keep it to just this one, and this whole realistic economy thing. Wanted it to make sense, and you'll see when we get to that truck, you'll see why. Almost to the new truck. Oh, I gotta go change that. We're gonna do, I kinda know this parking area. Yeah, we're gonna do a swing around. I feel like that wasn't quite far enough, but I think we'll be okay. Maybe. Oh yeah, we got this. Not much, actually. Kick that back around. Shut her down. There we have it, ladies and gentlemen. Another job down. $165 in the bank. And now, oh, I leveled up again. What to pick? High value or fragile? Or flammable? What do we got? Flammable gas? Flammable. Gasoline, diesel, and kerosene. That's kind of an interesting. I think I'm going to go for that. I'm going to get that cert. Been driving for a little bit, working a little distance, and I'm going to get my hazmat, my first flammable cert. Next, maybe we'll do like explosives or fragile or something. Okay. More bank stuff. I cannot borrow any more money. I've got 100 out. Oh, we've got the used truck market too. I forgot about that. What do we get? Pack R. Let's take a look. Yeah, no. So I could get. Oh boy, I could get a Mac. I like Macs. And I like internationals. That's a 2-star though. No way. Ooh. Permanent wear is only 1%, 36,000. Man, that's something. And this Mac. But we're gonna do it. Here we go. It is surprise time. What? What? Oh boy. Requires a level 12 unlock for that? Oh no. I might have to remedy that. You know what? We are going to... We're going to call it here. I'm going to see if I can remedy that. Because I don't want to wait till I'm level 12. On my other real mod, the real economy mod, it was taking a long time to level up. A lot longer than the regular version. And the whole point of this one is I don't like the idea of trucks being locked behind a level. Because nobody in their right mind would not sell me a used truck because I wasn't. They're not going to go like, well, how long you been driving for? Oh, only a couple years? You're new. You just got your CDL? Yeah, I'm not going to sell you this. You're not experienced enough. So we're going to pause the game here, put an end to this episode 1. And if you've watched, and thank you for watching. We're going to save, hopefully, if I can remedy this, we're going to save buying this truck for next episode, if I can remedy. If I can't figure it out, then we'll get a used truck. And we'll start with the used truck, and we'll just run that one until I guess I level up. So hopefully I can fix this. I gotta do some digging and some research and stuff. And if anybody watches this before I figure it out, throw a comment in there on how to fix that. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed it, and we'll see you on the next one. I'm gonna go ahead and close out.